Hey, what's up guys? My name is Lewis, and today we're going to be going over the song Worthy by Eddie James. So this song is a gospel song, and it's in the time signature of 6/8. It has various grooves, various fills, some pretty cool stuff that we're going to be going over today. So at the beginning of this song, there's not much going on as far as drums. The intro comes in, and you're doing some light work on the ride, and some crashes, some swells. When it hits the first verse, you drop out. When the intro comes back in, you come back in with some ride work and some swells. The second verse comes back in, you drop out. It's not until we get to the third intro when we actually come in, and we'll be coming in with some kick patterns, and then we'll proceed into the third verse, and that's where our first groove comes in. So I'm going to play all the way up to there.
1, 2, intro, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Verse 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Back to the top. 4, 5, 6. Verse 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Back to the top. 4, 5, 6. Verse 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Modulate, hashtag 4, 5, 6. Verse 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So as you can see, there's not much going on there throughout that beginning until, like I said, until that third intro comes in. So at the very beginning, I come in with some swells and the ride, and I play that throughout the whole intro. When the first verse comes in, I drop out. When the second intro comes back in, I swell in, do some ride stuff, bring it back down when the second verse comes in. Now when the third intro comes in, that's when it does that kick groove with the ride. So I'm going to play that for you right now. So on the ride, I'm playing 16th notes, and on the kick, I'm doing kick, 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 kick. So that's while playing 16th notes on the ride. After that is the third verse, and that's when our first groove comes in. I'm playing on my right hand, on the ride, I'm playing 8th notes. On the kick, I'm playing on the 1 of every measure. And on the rim shot, I'm playing on every other measure on the 4. So that sounds like this. We play that through the third verse into that chorus, which is our first chorus of the song. After that first chorus, we come back in with an intro, verse, chorus, and then an intro again. Now, we're playing the same groove to those two intros, and then we're playing the same groove on that verse, chorus, and verse, chorus. So I'm going to play that for you right now.
4, 5, 6. Modulate, half step, 4, 5, 6. Verse 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chorus 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Verse 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chorus 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Back to the top. 4, 5, 6. Modulate, half step, 4, 5, 6. Verse 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So in that first intro that I played, which is the fourth intro of the song, I played a tom, ride, and kick groove. I'm going to play that for you right now. Now to the next verse, chorus, verse, and chorus, we play the same groove. And I'm playing a hi-hat, rim shot, and kick groove. It's pretty simple. I'm going to play that for you right now. Now that groove is fairly simple. All I'm doing is playing eighth notes on the hi-hat. I play on the rim shot, I play on every 4 of each measure, and on the kick, I'm playing on every 1 of each measure. Very simple. Now on that fifth intro that we played, it's the same groove as the fourth intro. So that would be... Now I'm going to move on to the next section. The next section would be verse and chorus. And on this part, the groove changes again. So I'm playing a kick, snare, hi-hat, and tom groove. I'm going to play that in context for you.
Verse 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chorus 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Pretty simple groove, so I'm going to play that groove for you. So I'm playing... Something I did want to mention is that this song is very dynamic. There's a lot of builds and a lot of crescendos that we're going to be doing. At the end of that chorus, I did a build with the cymbals that's going to lead us into the next chorus, and that looked like this. So on this next chorus, the groove changes again. So on this groove, we're playing just a normal 6/8 groove with the kick, snare, and hi-hat. But on every other measure, we play a flam on the tom and the snare on the 4th beat. I'm going to play that for you. Pretty simple groove. I'm also playing some ghost notes on the snare throughout that groove. So I'm going to play that a little slower for you, and then I'm going to play it in context with the track for you. Pretty simple groove. So at the end of that chorus, like I did on the last chorus, I build again with the cymbals and kick. So we're going to be doing that pretty much for the rest of the choruses throughout the song. So I'm going to play the next 3 choruses for you. The groove on these choruses are just a normal full groove 6/8 beat. Now on the first of those 3 choruses that I'm playing, we're playing on the hi-hat, snare, and kick. When it goes into the next chorus, which would be the second chorus that I'm going to play for you right now, we'll come in with the ride. And on the third one, we play the ride as well. So I'm going to play it in context for you. So that first chorus I played is pretty simple. We're just playing a normal. Now when we come into that second chorus that I played, that's when I came in with the bell and still kept the hi-hat with my left hand. So I'm going to play that for you. So we're going to move on to the next section. The next section is guitar solo with 3 vamps. That's when the voices split up, and the first vamp is tenors, second vamp is altos, third vamp is sopranos. Now for this part, the groove I'm playing is just a normal 6/8 groove, but instead of playing it on the ride, I'm playing on the crash. I'm just crashing through guitar solo and vamp section. So I'm going to play that in context with the track for you now.
Solo.
pretty simple. Throughout that guitar solo on those 3 vamps, it's just simple groove on the crash. The only thing that changes from that whole thing is the last build that I played that's going to lead us into the drum break. Prior to that, we've been playing 8th note builds. On the last build that I played 16th notes on the kick and on the crashes. And I built up from there. So I'm going to play that for you now. Now the next section I'm going to be playing for you is a drum break. Throughout that drum break, we do 8th note builds, and then we move into a 16th note build. Now on that first bar of that second vamp that we're going to play, we do a 16th note crashes with no kick, and then we jump back into the full groove. So I'm going to play that in context with the track for you. So I'm going to slow down that drum break for you. And if you noticed, when I played it for you in context, that first build coming out of the drum break, I made an emphasis on the 1 by hitting this kick and the snare, and then proceed with the 8th note builds, and then following that, the 16th note builds with the kick and the crashes. So I'm going to play that for you in context. Now on that first bar of that second vamp that I played for you, I did those 16th notes on the crashes with no kick and then jump back into the full groove. So I'm going to play that in context for you coming out of the 16th note build going into that. Now at the end of the song, so at the end of that last vamp, we go into quite a bit of tags. So we're playing the same groove throughout those tags, and then we end it out. So I'm going to play that for you, and then show you the groove I'm playing throughout that whole tag. So I'm going to break down that first hallelujah section of vamps for you and show you the groove that I'm playing. So every time they sing hallelujah, we play with them. So it's hallelujah. So we're playing that on the kit with them. So I'm going to play that in context for you. So now I'm going to play that groove even slower for you. That's pretty much it for that part. So in the next part of the vamps, it does a repeat. So it goes in from hallelujah, hallelujah, going into you are worthy, 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 worthy. So it doubles it up. So we want to play those hits with the singers. So I'm going to play that groove for you now. At every top of the measure, we do those big hits again. Hallelujah. Or you are worthy. You are mighty. I'm going to slow that groove down for you. Now at the very end of those vamps to end out, the song says, you are worthy to be praised. And on that part, you would play those hits with the singers. So I'm going to play that for you in context. And that's pretty much it for this song. I pray this lesson is a blessing to you, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.